What's up, world? Welcome back to Charge the Game podcast. Right now, in this moment, man, we're going to talk about Kawhi Leonard as he has signed another contract extension with the Los Angeles Clippers. Now, I know you guys are wondering, like I am wondering, how did this happen? And I'm going to tell you guys how this happened. As Kawhi Leonard, man, let me tell you something. This guy's a shrewd operator. He didn't do anything different than any athlete would do when they know that it's time to get a contract extension or when they know that they're on a trading block, which is pretty much showcase why you should keep me, right? We see it in all sports. Let's not be naive. Kawhi Leonard, Mr. Tooth Hurt, he sits out 3 months. Mr. Hangnail, if this guy has a hangnail, this guy will literally take 3 games off. Why did we see the emergence of Kawhi Leonard like this season? Honestly, this season, Kawhi Leonard is looking pretty good, right? Well, you had the player policy impact, the movement where, only one superstar within the confined regulations of that, whatever that policy said, only one superstar can sit out, but the other one has to play. Kawhi Leonard has been looking good, literally from start of the season up until now. Kawhi Leonard knows that he can play a lot of the games that he is playing now. Like, this is the Kawhi Leonard that I loved, right? Now, this old Kawhi Leonard, we sitting out after the Toronto Raptors championship. He rode that train. He got his ring. Most likely, probably will, if not, get a statue in Toronto. I don't know if he's gotten or not. I'm just saying. Somebody let me know in the comment section. But Kawhi Leonard got pretty much full of himself, pretty spoiled, 2-time NBA champion with the Spurs and with the Toronto Raptors. And, he's just feeling himself. So he says, okay, if I do this in Toronto, I could do it with the LA Clippers. But the only thing is the LA Clippers were more desperate. They were very desperate in luring Kawhi Leonard there. You guys remember the day, either right before July 4th or on July 4th. I can't remember, where Kawhi Leonard stood up LeBron James, right? Which is not a bad thing to do, because we all know that once you play with LeBron James, the blame is going to be on you. Let's just call it what it is. And he goes to the Los Angeles Clippers, which in my opinion, I do think that they should build a stadium in San Diego or elsewhere, wherever it is. I think it's still going to be in LA somewhere, but you're going to need a player like Kawhi Leonard to be the face of it. So this is more business to me. And also, let's not discredit Kawhi Leonard on the moves. The way he's been looking this season, this guy is just strongest. This dude is strong. Okay. I'm talking about country slave strong. You watch this guy play. This guy is phenomenal talent. He plays when he wants to play. And now that he has to play, and the likelihood of him thinking about sitting out as many games as he once did, that is over with now. So now the Clippers signed this guy. So now the only head scratch I have is, what does this mean for the running mate Paul George, right? Paul George, and also what does it mean for the rest of the roster for the most part? I don't know, man. I have an idea that obviously with them extending Kawhi Leonard is for pretty much, they're prioritizing him out of everyone, right? And I think that they did the right thing. I truthfully do. I actually like Paul George playing with him. I don't know what will come of that, but this is one of the reasons I'm making this video, because I didn't see this coming. I thought that they would be on the trading block. I thought that he would be on the trading block as of the last 2 or 3 years. This guy could not stay healthy, but now with the new player policy and, superstars have to play, Kawhi Leonard has shown up. And just like you see across any other franchise and any other sports, look at Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott is having one of the best careers of his life, because why? Game by game, every single day, he knows that he's playing for an extension. So what is that going to do? It's going to mentally make you elevate. You're going to hit that adrenaline rush, and you're going to ball out. And I'm not saying that's what Kawhi Leonard has done, because it's a long season, but I'm just making the analogy. You get it. So let's get into this report. It says 2-time NBA Finals MVP Kawhi Leonard has signed a contract extension with the Los Angeles Clippers. The team announced on Wednesday, removing one of the biggest names on the 2024 free agency market. They didn't even want to give this guy a chance to look at the market. They didn't want nobody else. Nope, we're not taking no calls. We're going to go ahead and nip this in the bud right now. And I don't blame them. And this worked out for both parties because we know that Kawhi Leonard is an LA kid. He does not want to really go anywhere else. I think that was pretty good for them to make this extension and jump on it. It goes on to say, we are thrilled to continue our relationship with Kawhi. He is an elite player, a terrific partner, and a relentless worker who knows how to win and make it his first priority. Clippers president of basketball operation Lawrence Frank said in the surprise statement. He elevated our franchise from the moment he arrived. We feel fortunate that Kawhi chose to join the Clippers 5 years ago and excited to keep building with him. And this is what I mean. They are more desperate to keep Kawhi Leonard because why? You're going into a new stadium. You're going to need the face. You're going to need something for the fans to be excited about. And you need a heavy hitter like Kawhi Leonard. And I think that this is good. So let's get into more of the details on this extension. Leonard owned $48.8 million option for the 2024 through 25 campaign, the final season of the 4-year, $176.3 million extension he signed with the Clippers in 2021. The deal is for a fully guaranteed 3 years and $152.4 million with no player option and is about $8.5 million under the maximum salary amount. So I think that this was guys, I think that this was a pretty good deal. I'm not gonna lie, I think that was a pretty good deal. Because you gotta look at, I think Anthony Davis kind of got something similar, right? But this seems to be a little less, but right around what you would want in your star player. It goes on to say that Leonard is averaging 23.8 points on 52, 43, 87 shooting splits, 6.1 rebounds, 3.4 assists, and 1.8 steals per game for the fourth place Clippers 23-13. 4 games he missed to a bruised left hip around Christmas were his first absence of the season. He has not played more than 60 games in the season since 2016 when he was with the San Antonio Spurs. So guys, like I said, man, look at this guy's numbers here. Don't you guys think that it's a coincidence now that all of a sudden, we know Kawhi Leonard is capable of this, but now all of a sudden, these are his numbers and he only missed 4 games. It goes to make you scratch your head, and it makes you just look at everything I'm saying that obviously it's a contract year and this is something that they had to do. Clippers co-star Paul George has the same $48.8 million option in 2024 and 2025 and can be a free agent at season's end. Extensions talk between George and the Clippers are ongoing, and the organization continues to want to get both stars lined up on longer-term contracts. So I guess that does answer my question then. Maybe they are doing what they should do and just getting both of these deals done. Yes, it's going to be a lot against the salary cap, but I'm rooting for Paul George, man. I like Paul George, man. He's a good guy, man. He's not a drama king. He just pretty much wants the ball. Kawhi Leonard's the same way. You see James Harden in the fold. They have a pretty good system, man. I'm not going to lie. I do want Westbrook to get one, though. I do want Westbrook to get one, and we'll see if this is the year that they can break through, especially with them sitting 4th in the West right now. I believe that, I don't know, we'll see if Kawhi Leonard stays healthy. Then there's no reason in my mind where I just don't see where they don't reach, where they don't come close to the Western Conference Finals. Like I just don't see where, if now barring Kawhi Leonard stays healthy, Paul George stays healthy, you got Westbrook coming off the bench, you got James Harden, who's a finesse player, doesn't really get too banged up, and I just see this team going far in the playoffs. So you do see where it goes here. It says the Clippers are scheduled to open a new arena next season in Inglewood. Aha, told you. They need these names. They need these names in that arena to start building some type of dynasty and more of a bigger fan base. And I think it's going to be fun, and I think that it's going to be good for business. So we'll see, man. You guys weigh in on this topic. Let me know how you guys feel about this. All you LA Laker fans chime in on this, and I want to hear more from the Clipper fans. If you like the content, man, be sure to hit that subscribe button and also hit that notification bell so you guys can continue to get the latest when I drop my sports media takes. Until then, let me know how you charge the game. Peace.